Hello, hello, hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. What's today? May 4th? 3rd, 4th? I can't keep up. We're still rocking and rolling. We're still being consistent. We're still showing up. So here I am. Welcome, welcome. So today, I won't be long. As y'all can see, it's been a very, I wouldn't say relaxing. I was productive the first half of the day, but then the second half of the day, I've kind of just been chill. I got cold, been wrapped up in a blanket, and I might go outside. It's actually really nice outside. But today's live, finally called it live. Hi. So today's live, we're going to be talking about basically, here's why, like, you don't have to offer a lot of different products and services in your wig business. So, before we get started, I just want to ask some of you that may be on here, like, how many of you who are wig businesses? Hey, how many of you that currently have a wig business, like, have more than one maybe type of wig, or have additional products along with your wigs? If so, how many, just tell me right now, how many products and maybe wigs you currently offer, like, on your website right now? Let me know that. How many different types of products you currently offer? How many wigs, different wig styles your customers can choose from? Maybe you can put a certain number for the wigs, and then, like, how many products. And when I say products, I mean, like, if you have wax sticks and foam and freeze spray and brushes and the edge bands and all of those things that you sell to your customers in addition to your wigs. And if you have wigs, how many different wig styles do you currently offer, whether you have them ready to ship, or whether you just offer them to be, like, recreated, but they're still on the site that your customers can, like, see and choose from. Anybody? Do anybody have any products? Any wigs? Anything? How many, if you do? Hey, if you're just joining, I posed a question and I asked, if you have a current wig business right now, how many different wigs or how many different products do you currently offer to your customers? Like, that your customers can physically, like, go online and purchase. Now, granted, you may have to recreate some of the wigs if you don't have them in stock, but still, like, what are your offers that you have for your target audience? Okay, Candy says 25 different wig styles, preparing to launch 3 products. Oh, wow. Okay. You're going to launch 3 products at once? Just posing that question. I'm from Jamaica. Just ordered my first batch of wigs, and I'm nervous as I am so new to this. I also have been selling lashes. So you got a batch of wigs coming that you have in stock, but then you have lashes. Is that the only additional product that you have? Let's see. I have about 8 styles, 8 different style wigs, and then you have 9 hair growth products. Okay. Let's see. I have 6 different types of wig. Okay, I'm just trying to get a feel, just kind of trying to see. Because, for whatever reason, it seems to be this whole thought process for, a lot of businesses, just to have, like, the more items and products that you have, the more sales you're going to get. And I'm just here to go ahead and tell you that that's not true. Unfortunately, it's not true. Just because you have a lot of different options, a lot of different wig styles, a lot of different products, that does not equate to a lot of sales. I'm here to tell you that today, if you just didn't know. So, I think I have 6 different styles of choice. I only sell raw extensions and 1 product for now. Okay, not bad. All right, so nobody really just have one that they solely focus on. I'm not that surprised, because within the wig industry, it just, everybody want to move at such a rapid pace, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna offer this wig, and okay, what if they don't want that style? Let me offer this, and oh yeah, they just came out with these new edge bands with the earmuffs. Oh, I gotta get those too, But let me see. Let's see. Not true at all. 1 second, y'all. My son is having a fit. Hey, could you take him outside or see if his dad is outside? Oh, he's pottying. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. Someone said. Okay. I see your message, Ms. Lauren. Not true at all. I had to scale down because there were way too many products to explain and for people to look through. Yes, this. We're definitely going to dive into this. This is so true. Hey, girl. All right. So back to what I initially said. Like, I really want you to like dig this into your brain. Like, it's not about having the most products or the most, the different options for your customers. What it's more so about is like really focusing in on and having the best products and things that actually move. Because what will tend to happen is the more things that you offer, you'll tend to notice that. Let me backtrack, because I do have a couple notes and a little bit of pointers that I want to throw out there. But just you tend to have, some people tend to just keep packing on things when not even realizing that some of the things that you already have, some of those wig styles that you have, some of the products that you have, like, you're not even giving those an opportunity to sell or opportunity to move. You haven't even really focused on and promoted those clear enough for your customers to know before you are adding on another one. This is a really good live for the young lady that says she's going to launch 3 products. Unless those 3 products like tie into each other in some sort of way as a system or a bundle or something, like, I would possibly reconsider it, because again, like, you just don't want to put on too much. Think about our customers, okay? Let's put ourselves in our customers' shoes right now. Even for us, when you're shopping, right? When you are shopping and you're looking for something in particular, right? You're going to go shop. You're going to search on Google, Amazon, wherever it is. You're going to look for that thing. When looking for that thing, you're going to look through a lot of companies that offer that thing. Usually, the company that may catch your eye or that's going to stand out as opposed to some of the other ones is a company that shows a level of like expertise, or is very like, that's what they've mastered, like they're the go-to for that. Like, you're going to feel way more comfortable and confident in purchasing that thing from that company, because that company has shown that they have a track record of, they know what they're doing with that thing. They're good at that thing, and this is what they specialize in. Now, that doesn't mean that company only sells that, but they have definitely made it clear as to what they offer. But a lot of us, we're not clear on what we are offering when it comes to our wigs, but we're so ready to offer something else when we haven't even, built that momentum in what we already currently have. So that's something to really, really consider. Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes too much makes it hard to choose. Yes. And even as a customer, like, sometimes you go into what is it? Burns and Co Factory. You go into some of those places that have so much stuff. If they got stuff all over the place and all over the floor, I'm just coming here, I'm looking for a jacket or whatever. And it's just, and if it becomes too much, I forget what I'm in there looking for, or it's just overwhelming that I don't even want to look anymore, because it's just too much. But then I can go to a department store and go to their section or go somewhere else that specialize in only have the North Face jackets or something. Then I'm going to go and I want to find the jacket that I need, and I'm going to get on up out of there because I was not too distracted with everything else that is going on in there. So too much things can be a bit overwhelming and be a bit busy for, just your customers. Like, really, they're going to get confused and probably leave, especially when you're thinking of an e-commerce business and our website, and this is something that I've had to go through for myself. But the more things you offer, okay, you got to add them to your website. You got to figure out where you're going to put them on the website. You got to make sure that your customers know how to find them on your website. Like, it just can become very, very, very overwhelming. So I don't recommend offering too many products. Let me see, man. So when starting my business, not to offer too many options. Yep, it always causes too much stress when picking one or two styles for people to choose from. Yes, I totally agree. And people read, and it's a waste of time. Yes, that's me in Target. Everything but what I came in there for. Exactly. Yeah. So I had a couple things I want to say about not offering too many things. Like, stay away from trying to offer everything. And if you do have a lot of things right now, if you watched my live yesterday, I talked about doing like a audit. Do an audit on the products and things that you do have. And if some of that stuff isn't moving, you need to find a way to get rid of it and, kind of discontinue it. That's what companies do, though. We think about some companies that offer certain things, whether it's seasonal or what. They put it out there. They may try. If it doesn't work, they discontinue and get rid of it. They don't just keep piling on things. They have to make room for their shelf to put new things if they are going to put new things. But it's just best, like, most buyers shop based on what they're looking for. They specific places. I'm going to a furniture shop to buy furniture. I'm going to go to a farmer's market or some fresh place or organic place to buy organic food. So think about that in a sense. And as far as wigs, it's the same thing. You don't want to feel like, oh, okay, I'm going to wigs to buy wigs, but then I left with a purse and a this and a that and a this. And I'm going to elaborate more because it's okay to have one or two, but like additional like things that complement the wigs, but not too many. So here's one reason why I would say, I probably said a couple reasons already, but here's one reason that I would say you really want to narrow down like your wigs or whatever your product is going to be and not have somebody had 25 different styles or something. That's a lot. That was me at one point. I used to have 25, 30, all these different styles on my website. And, granted, I'm thinking, oh, they're all going to move. They didn't all move. I maybe have made it one time and, didn't make it again. But one reason is you have the opportunity, if you offer less products, if you just focus on one style or, even max three different styles and maybe one product to start off with, or if you have some to scale back to get to, but it allows you as the wig business the opportunity to perfect your craft of your styling, of your presentation. I know, for example, I know some people are like, I want to have the curly bob wig. I want to have the straight. I want to have some body curls. I want to have this. Okay, that's cool. That's great. That does give your customers options. But I want you to ask yourself, which style do you do the best? Which style are you really, really good at? Because we're not all good at everything. Nobody's good at everything. There's some things that, are okay, but we know you should know your level of strengths, your weak areas and things like that. If you know that curling, you can't do them body curls, well, let's not even pretend and practice we can do some body curls and we can offer some body curled wigs and as an option, just to have that option, and you really haven't mastered or perfected body curls. If you have not mastered bobs, we're not offering bobs. And it's okay to not offer something. It's okay to tell customers no, I'm sorry, I don't offer that. Because customers are going to ask, they don't know, they're going to ask. But just because they ask doesn't mean that you have to oh, let me go and create this real quick. Let me go and do that offer. I had to learn that. It is okay to say no and to turn customers down on things that you are not good at, or things that you cannot, you can't do, or you don't want to do. Like, at the end of the day, we have to put our hard work, labor, time, work, effort into these things. And if it's just what you don't want to do, or what you're not comfortable with doing, or what you don't know how to do, then you can say no. So narrow down and really think about what it is. Even for all of you now, you don't have to tell me, but for yourself, just say out loud, what is the one style that you are good at? Like, you can do this, like, you're good at, you're confident in, when you do it, you love how it, how it turns out. You can present it well, and maybe it sells well. If you already have customers, it sells well. Like, it's usually one style over another. That's why it's important to do your, look at the analyze the back end and just see like what sells, what does good, and what doesn't. Your customers will tell you what they like, what they think you're good at, but you should know as well like what you're really good at. And also, by narrowing down and just focusing on, maybe 1 or 2 styles, 3 max, like, you also get an opportunity to like practice and really perfect it. There are some wig businesses, there are some companies out there that they don't offer, curls. They don't offer color. Hell, they don't offer, bobs or certain things. They only offer straight middle parts. They only offer balayage, layers. That is their thing. That's what they offer. And it doesn't make them any less successful, but they've really mastered their craft of what it is that they're good at and what they offer. And it's not every style. It's not everything. So that's one thing. Another reason as to why you don't have to offer everything, or reason not to offer everything, is you can focus more of your marketing efforts on less products, less wigs. The less amount of wig styles you have, the least amount of products that you have, the least amount of, marketing, content, things you're going to have to come up and come out with. Think about it like this. If you offer 10 different styles and 5 different products right now, then that means that you have to promote all 10 of those different styles and those 10 different products. Because if you don't, then constantly promote these things, then these things will not be moving. Because remember, customers only know what you're showing up and what you're putting out there. So I look at it like this. Instead of trying to produce 10 different pieces of content for 10 different wigs or products, you can simply focus on producing tons of different variety pieces of content for 1 or 2 different styles of wigs, or 1 or 2 different like products. Like, when I think about, okay, I don't know, one wax wig or just one wig style. Oh, here's a good example. When I last year or the year before, when I was doing the wig of the month, I offer one type of wig style for that entire month that they can buy. One for the whole month. And that one wig would bring me in, 5 to 6 figures every single month. Just that one wig. I didn't offer a lot of different things. I just offered that one. But I just made sure that I was able to create and produce different pieces of content for that one style of wig. So what are the ideas? How can I get this in front of new people? How can I be creative and show this wig in different ways? Again, it's only one type of wig. It's not 25 different styles of wigs that I'm out here just trying to sell. Anybody who want to buy this one, you want this, I got what you need. What you need, I got it. It's not that. It's, I got what you're looking for if you're looking for this. If you're not looking for this, please let someone else know that is looking for this. But I got this, and I'm going to show this in so many different ways. And I might even convince you that you need this, even though you think you don't, because all the different types of content that I'm going to come out with, and it's going to just be showing up, because I'm going to be just that consistent that I'm going to, I might just go ahead and convert you too. So think about that though. You don't need a whole lot. The more you have, I was telling my mentees this the other day, in my membership group, I was telling them something in the sense of, I look at it like this. Even for me, all these products I have in here, that's why my content, that's why my marketing has to outline all of these different things, because if I don't, then something's going to be not moving as much as it should. But I was telling them, think of it like this. You know how you have a spotlight. So when you are, I always got an analogy, right? But when you are, say there's a performance or something, the person that is singing, everybody on the stage can sing, but maybe the person that's singing on the stage has the spotlight on them. Well, everybody that doesn't have the spotlight on them, a lot of times the audience is not paying attention to those who the spotlight is really not on. So when you think about your products and you line them all up, and as you're producing and creating content, or you're doing different marketing, email marketing, text marketing, all these different, things that you need to be doing to show up in front of your audience. Like, if the spotlight isn't on that particular wig or that particular product, ain't nobody paying attention to it. Not in the way that they could or they should. So it just becomes even more for you, more work for you. When you look at these bigger brands and bigger businesses that offers a lot of different products, such as Walmart or Target or whatever, the difference between them and us, they have a whole system operation team, and they have a whole lot of people that make these moving pieces work in the way they work. Usually for us, we have one man, 2-man team, 2-3-man team. Probably not as many people as we have products. So yeah, if they got all these employees or all these, different factories, companies and all of that, and they have all these commercials and stuff running for this stuff, okay, that's different. They have a whole different budget to get that stuff seen in front of everybody, but we don't have that, so just to, so that yourself is a little less stressed, like, eliminate some of the things that you do have. Yep, I have a room to zero in for sure. Yeah, like do it. And I'm gonna tell y'all another little scenario what I did last year that really helped me out. And I'm continuing to do like regularly, quarterly or so. So the next thing I wanted to say, when it comes to just narrowing down or not having too many things, too many wigs, too many styles, is when the less that you have, the least amount that you have, especially when I think about like styles for wigs, like the more likely you can establish yourself as that go-to person, like that go-to brand for like how you can think of somebody like, oh, the girl that do the highlights and the layers, like you probably can bam on top of your head think of that girl, that company that does those layer highlight bobs beautifully. That is what she has branded herself as. And again, you don't see pixie cut, you don't see braid styles, you don't see products in the mix. All you see is what she has branded and specialized herself to be as that expert. So you can establish yourself as being more of that expert, that go-to person. If you color really well, okay, that colorist. When we think about color, and we think about in the industry who has the bright, vibrant colors and do the amazing content. If you was going to be looking for a bright, amazing wig, you may think of, I think of just off the top of my head, Cynthia Lumsey. Okay, so that is, she don't offer, would you go to her for a brown straight bust down middle? Probably not. She don't offer that. She's probably not interested in offer that because she understands that you don't have to offer everything. Now, I don't say this to say that you only have to stick to one product or one wig style or 3 wig styles. But I say that you should stick to, the 1 to 2 to 3 wig styles, and even your products, narrow it down to the top 3 that's selling. Stick to that for at least 6 months. Like, stick to it for a while, just so that, others can start to recognize you. You more so like, they recognize your brand and recognize who you are. Oh yeah, lace glue. It's about 3 or 4 different companies you can holler out when I say lace glue, right? That doesn't mean that they don't sell other things, but they initially, got not found it, but they've gotten, like, they honed in, or they shined that spotlight on that. They've got out there for that, and then they slowly, introduced complementary things. But the thing is having a business is not, there's no end date. There's a start date when you start your business, but there's no end date. I mean, you don't say, okay, well, I'm going to start on May 1st and I'm going to close on December 3rd. Like, you don't know when you're going to close. So therefore, you don't have to rush. You don't have to race, and you don't have to just throw everything out there at everybody all at once. Like, you have to give yourself and your business time to, like, grow and add new things. Allow your customers to like what you do have, and then once they like that, then add new things. But just a personal experience of mine. Last year, or was it the year before last? I don't remember. But at the end of the year, I looked around, and at my wig business, right? I looked around. I'm like, okay, I got waxes, I got lace tint, I got freeze spray, I got edge brush, I got, I was up to probably about 12 products. I ain't gonna even lie, on the site. It was 12 different products. And I had to do an audit on those products. I'm like, I have all these products, but these products just sit on this shelf. Like, these products sit on this shelf. And granted, I can only be upset with myself if they're not moving in the way in which I anticipate or wanted them to move, because I didn't really shine that spotlight on each of them and give them enough time to actually sell. I didn't produce enough content to put out there for people to actually know that I have. Oh, I didn't know you had an edge brush. I didn't know you had this. Yeah, because I have so many things, and I was focused on trying to, sell you this, that I forgot I had this over here as well. So the end of the year, I ended up going into, my Shopify backend. I looked at all my products that I had. I looked at what was selling and what was not selling. And a lot of the things or selling slow. Like, if I sold one or two in the past 30 days, like, is this something that I really need? Like, yes, granted, okay, should I try to promote it more? But again, I have so many other things I'm trying to promote. So I ended up, having like a clearance, getting rid of a lot of that stuff, and just really focusing my marketing on, now I only have down to, I think, 4, maybe 5 products. That's it. And I could probably even go down even more after that. But yeah, like, it's not about having, the more you have, the more work you have to do. The more you have to market, the more content you have to create it on. Like, it's like, oh shoot, I have this, but I really haven't promoted it. Like, y'all probably can relate right now. Like, you probably have something that, think about, when was the last time you promoted it? When was the last time you promoted one of your products that you have and it haven't sold in 30 days? And it probably haven't sold in 30 days because you haven't promoted it. You get it? So if you got 15 products, you need to be promoting all 15 of those things at some point in time to even, allow your customers to see if they want to buy it, to see if it could sell. Let's see. What should we do with the custom products that we shelve? What do you mean by custom products that we shelve? Are you saying like the waxes, the things with the labels on it? Is that what you mean by custom products that you shelve? Be a little more specific on that question if you can. Definitely feel pressure to release a boatload of product. Yes. One thing I've noticed about the wig industry, the beauty industry, the hair industry in itself is, a lot of times we make decisions on what our next move and what our business should be doing based off what we see other businesses doing and what they're coming out with. We feel like, oh, they came out with it, that did well for them, so let me put this out here too, because I sell wigs too, or because I think my customers would like that too. But really, you need to look at, before introducing or putting out anything else that you see anybody else putting out, you really need to look at, okay, what do I currently have right now, and is what I have right now selling? Because if what I have right now isn't selling, what makes me think that adding one more thing to all the things that I have gonna sell? Same with your wig styles. If I have 5, 10 different wig styles, and none of those wig styles are selling, but I decide that I want to create a burgundy bob that's not one of the 10 because it's cute and it can create some new content. What makes me think that that's going to sell if I'm not even promoting and getting these other 5 to 10 things to sell? Like, stop piling on more things thinking that that is going to be the solution to the success of your business or getting you to get the sales. Like, it's not. Like, it's not. Take it from me. I can relate so much. So true. I'm trying to tell you, yes, hopefully y'all can hear me. It probably came back now. But yes, the reality is when we get into marketing budgets, it's so hard to allocate funds to promote 20 products. Lord, phone about to die. I got all kinds of stuff going on. But yes, like, it really is. Like, when you start thinking, okay, how much you got the budget? Like, if you want to run an ad or if you want to do something, like, how do you choose? Well, I got all these different wigs. Like, how do you really choose? Like, really, you don't need all the things, because if it's not working now, it's not going to work by adding something else. What you need to do is figure out how you can make the one thing that you have. I tell a lot of my mentees, another thing I tell them, is like, even when starting out, or if you've already started, condense some of that stuff. Get rid of some of that stuff. Let it go. You letting it collect dust. You letting all that money just sit there. If you got product line, just letting it sit. You either gonna go hard, you're gonna push it and promote it, or you need to let it go. But it ain't making you no money by just sitting there. But yeah, like, just going back, I think it was something else I was about to say. Yeah, promoting all those products. Like, I be tired of just promoting all of the things that Stylish Boss Academy has to offer. I'm not even gonna lie. And I have gotten rid of some things, but us as a school, it's a little bit different because when you look at the school, we do have different resources, but yeah. We all have to learn this. Yes, we do. I genuinely consistently market less than half of all those wigs. Yes, I'm sure you do. Like, you're not the only one. There's tons of us on here. Like, there's tons of us on here that don't market in the way we should, don't create the content for all of the things that we have. And like, so many people will say, well, this is what I get a lot of too. Like, oh my gosh, T, I'm ready to launch, or, I'm excited, but, I want to make sure that I got enough options for my customers to choose from. Anybody said that? Anybody heard that? I don't want to offer one thing. Why would I have a website with only one thing on there? I need a variety. I want to have my customers to be able to choose. Heard it. Been there, done it, heard it. Excuse me. Here's the thing. The less amount of things that you have to offer for your customer to choose, you think that hurts you, that actually helps you. Like, again, your customer, if you're promoting it, you're going hard heavy on something. Like I said, my wig of the month for 30 days, and I'm showing it in different ways, and I'm showing up and I'm really pushing this thing. Like, that gives that gives your customers a chance to go right there, get right what they was already thinking about, confirming that that's it, and headed on out. I got what I needed. I headed on out. I literally, I got what I needed. I headed out. Oh, this is what I did want to say too. Going back to, even though you don't just have to offer one thing, you can get to a point where you build and you add on additional things. But if you do, and when you do get to that point, because you got to get to that point to where you're ready to, okay, I have offered this. Now I'm ready to add on something additional to my customers. First of all, you can survey your customers so you can kind of see what it is that your customer wants. So not what your vendor have contacted you and told you that they just came out with something new, that need to be the choice that you come out new with. It needs to be something that your customers feel that they have a need for, that complements the wig that they're buying. Because again, I'm speaking wigs, so wig should be your focus. Your focus should be wig, unless you like have a glue line or something like that, and that is your focus, and you don't have wigs. But again, you can add that additional product, but you got to get to that point, and you can't get to that point if you haven't sold your main product, if you haven't sold it enough, if people don't know about it enough, if you haven't perfected the style enough, if you have not figured out how to actually market it and sell it enough. Like my brain, the way my brain works is like, I'm going to figure out before I move to the next step, I'm going to reflect and I'm going to look at the stage in which I'm at. And I'm going to see, okay, like, how is this going? How can I make this better? What can I change before I just go into the next step? Because if you just keep going up step by step by step, you're and not solving or not really focusing on the problems that are at hand. You think you're moving, but it's gonna all collapse because all those problems are gonna come back down to the root of it, and you're gonna be wondering why. Like, I don't understand. I built this whole brand. I got all these packaging. I got my backdrop. I got all these products, and ain't nobody buying. Well, you really ain't focused on one thing long enough for nobody to buy. So that could be the problem. What if your main product isn't selling? If your main product isn't selling, that's the starting point. And I want to change the main product. Well, is the main product weak? If your main product isn't selling, you really want to look at why is it not selling? Why is it not selling? Are you speaking to the people in which want and need those products? Do you know who want and need? Are you putting yourself in front of those people that want and need those products? Are you marketing? Are you creating content that is clear to these people who need these things? Are you putting forth 100%? Have you became an expert in the style of whatever that main product is? Because that could be the reason why it isn't selling. It's almost like somebody could say, you know what? I tried to put out this one wig, but this one wig wasn't selling. So I'm just going to order from my vendor another wig and try another wig, but never really figuring out, never really like getting to the bottom of like why that one wig isn't selling. Like, because if you go and get the second wig, okay, what that second wig don't sell too, now what you gonna do? Now you got two wigs that ain't selling. And then you're going to get a third one. Say, well, okay, they ain't want that style. I'm going to try another one. Like, you're just going to keep on trying and building up on it when it could simply be that it's the style. Maybe the styling. Maybe the lighting. Maybe the picture. Maybe who you're talking to. The people don't want wigs at all. Like, So get down to the root of why isn't selling. You have to master the first step. Exactly. So, I got really deep in like in my feelings, a little emotional about this particular topic because I personally have experienced this. Like, I personally have gone through this phase and continuously, going through it because, it's just something that you should do as you're building your business. You should look at where you are and look at, is it working or if it isn't? And, adding on more things is not the answer. The answer isn't, they just can't, just so they came out with the little edge band with the earmuffs. Cute, great marketing. Okay, my customers probably could use that. But guess what? I already got some of the ones that don't got the earmuffs on it, and they still in stock right here. Why am I going to get them just because my vendor told me I can get 25 or whatever the price they selling as a deal? Like, great, that's cool, that's trendy, so-and-so down the street got it, but I need to focus on promoting what I do got. And what I got ain't that. So I'm not about to go get that and then turn my focus on that when I ain't even got this right here. So, so that's just how my thought process, that's just how it works. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. I hope that somebody, found sense for this. She said, just go to the makeup, go buy some makeup or something. You know what? I thought that myself. I was like, really, all it is that little puff with the thing, right? Like, I could literally go get some black ones and add them to mine, right? If I wanted to. Well, yeah, I was thinking that. That's my auntie. Thinking about stalking some. Because I'm totally out of melt bands. Okay, you're out of melt bands. Do you have a back in stock on your website? Is this something that people are looking for? Have they put the alert on for the back in stock? Are people, is this a product that took a long time to sell, or did it kind of sell pretty fast where it's worthy of restocking? Because sometimes just because you sold out of something doesn't mean that it's a great idea to stock it. Sometimes it just works for that season. It's sold that one time and it's a done deal, and that's okay. Especially sometimes with us, some of the things that we offer, like it's not something that need to be replenished very often. So, if it's not something that's flying off the shelves and they're asking for, maybe you should hold off on that and maybe focus on one of the other products that you currently have in stock, and try to get that moving, try to get that pushing. So create that. Literally what I said. This live was great on time. Okay, good. I'm so glad. I am so glad this was something. Again, I always have some in my heart, so I guess this whole entire month, you guys would just I'll be able to get it all off my chest. But, okay, so you said that they do go fast, especially when I saw wigs. Okay, well then if they do go fast and you install wigs and you have them there on hand, then go ahead and get a small amount, because it's not like it's something that's just sitting and you don't have. And being that you have customers right there, like you're right there, make sure they're somewhere in front of them, to remind them to grab theirs. And yeah. Love your live, very informative. Oh, thank you. So y'all, today is Wednesday, so I'll be back on here tomorrow. Don't know what time. I haven't quite figured out a schedule to get like a set time as to when I can jump on these lives. I just jump on here, but I ain't gonna even lie. I was about this close to saying I ain't going today, but I knew that I made a commitment to myself, and I already put it out there into the universe that I was gonna go live every day this month, so Monday through Friday at least. So I'm trying to uphold my end of the bargain. And again, I think these are topics, or these are things that need to be addressed, or need to be discussed, I should say, because again, the things that I say, some people may agree, some people may agree to disagree, and it's totally fine. But, everybody have a voice. So, if you have something different or you think differently, definitely I encourage you to jump on your live and speak on, a certain topic or a certain thing, what you've experienced, or, just share your perspective as well. Just do it, that's what we have these platforms for. So that's what I'm going to use mine for. But, again, just rewatch this. I am going to post this, and just think about, like, go through your products, do a product audit, look at what you have, do a wig audit. If you got some wigs on there and they ain't sold, you figure out how to get rid of it, take it off the site. You don't need them on the site if they say sold out. Let's just go ahead and take them off the site. If you don't plan to re-offer, recreate, do anything with it, and you ain't sold one, let's put it like this. If you haven't sold a certain style and you just got all these options on the site in the last 60 to 90 days, it don't need you. That's just, it's a one hit wonder. Just let it go and focus on no more than 3 styles of wigs. Get good at them. Hell, 1 is even better, but 3 is the most. And product-wise, narrow your product-wise, like the products that you may have in addition to your wigs, down to probably 3. You can probably even do a nice little bundle. I got so many content ideas for things that you could do with just 1 or 2 or 3 styles. Right now, if you go on my wig site, guess how many wig styles that they can choose from? 2. Do I get to sell every day for those 2? No, well, they're ready to ship anyway. But still, I got those 2, and I have learned that just because they ask me, oh, you got one of these wigs, you got one of that don't mean go and add it to the site. I just don't have it right now, and I'm okay with saying no, not right now. When I get a chance, I may add it, but right now I'm just focusing on, and I just need to produce content for those 2 that I have. So I'm not trying to produce additional content until I can get rid of what I have, the 2 different styles that I have. So that's all I got to say, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning into my live. Make sure you guys are commenting. I love that you're engaging and all of that. Come back, see me tomorrow and all the rest of this month. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.